Well, hello there. I am back with the Machariel. Now, I'm currently in the process of obtaining a lot of tier 4 rigs for most of my ships, and I believe the Machariel will be the first ship that will be fully tier 4 rigged. Now, I did miss my chance to buy the rigs cheap, and I believe that currently the market is empty for some reason. And I also have a couple different builds in mind that I want to try out. Basically, I want to try out a passive shield tank PvP Machariel, and for that I will have to make my cannon skills all on level 5. Now I still don't have any implants, although I will play the Dormant Realm in order to obtain the Barrage implant, because currently on the market the implant is really expensive. All of the implants are actually really expensive, so at the moment the best option for me is to go and play the Dormant Realm, and hopefully with a little bit of luck until the end of this week I might actually obtain one of these implants. Not really sure which one, but hopefully it will be the Barrage implant. And surprisingly, they are not available on the market. We have this one for 3.4 billion, and that is expensive. Too expensive for a green implant. And I'm personally not interested in the yellow ones. They are too expensive and definitely not going to be leveling them up on time. Now the Dormant Realm that will drop the implant is this one. I have already unlocked, and I have already played the 10 difficulty before the Abyss. And overall it's fun. You will see more of that action very soon, but yeah, you can find the Barrage implant from this Dormant Realm, and I will actively play this Dormant Realm mission until I obtain the Barrage implant for this ship. I'm definitely not going to max level it, because that's out of my reach. Now the passive shield tank that I was talking about is this one. I saw one ship with a build like this. It performed really well, so I personally wanted to try it out myself.
Undocking.
And I believe that it might work. However, in order to make this build work, I have to have my cannon skills maxed out. Currently my cannon skills are at, I think, not all of them are on level 4. I'm working towards that. I think I'm actually leveling up one advanced cannon skill at the moment. Should be finished in a couple days, and then I will probably reset some of the unused skills to quickly max it all out. Let's take a look at the resistances on the shield with the current build. Should be actually very nice. Almost 300,000 effective hit points, 77, 79, 85 and 87% resistance. This is a DPS Machariel, no tank rigs. I think I can make a very tanky Machariel if I swap the rigs for tank rigs to cover the resistance holes, but on this ship I prefer to have a DPS. So that's the build that I want to try
Docking
out.
request accepted.
I had a chance to test out the tank, but I messed up with the damage control, so I couldn't really get any accurate information on that, but definitely once the skills are there, then I should definitely try that build out. Might be fun, especially if we have a logistic ship on our side. Okay, well, let's quickly invite one of my friends to the fleet, and we can go to the first target for today. We have one Machariel. Now this Machariel is at 0, and I will go to tackle the Machariel with a Machariel. It takes a Machariel to kill Machariel, as they like
Warp
to say.
drive active.
Now that Machariel, back when I did scout it with one of my cloaky ships, it did look like they have the Barrage implant, because at one point that Machariel started to shoot very quickly, so I suspect that they have the Barrage implant. So have to be careful. Where is the Machariel? They are trying to align themselves to the station, but that's not going to work. Machariel has been tackled. Looks like this Machariel has a shield tank. Okay. I will go and approach the Machariel. They
We're
are
under
locking
attack.
me on. Okay, and now they are shooting at me. I have been webbed.
We're under
I have been
attack.
triple webbed. Damage control is active. I think I did catch this Machariel on the barrage cooldown, although I'm not really sure. So I will align myself towards the medium anomaly just in case I start to take a lot of damage,
Shield
because
damage.
I don't have any tank on this ship. Okay, my shield is gone. Now I'm in armor. The Machariel is also in armor. Seems like the Machariel has lost interest in my ship, and it looks like they did panic, and they're trying to orbit the Daredevil, but that's not going to work. The Daredevil webs are very strong, and as you can see, the Machariel is spinning around its axis, and the Machariel has been destroyed. That was a very nice catch. Okay, let me warp, because I am in armor and we have one of the Battleship pirate ships here. 5.3 billion, a very nice catch. But unfortunately, the loot, well, very juicy medium modules, but very juicy medium slot modules, but unfortunately none of them dropped. So we missed a lot of fish there. A little bit bad luck, I would say, on that Machariel. Well then, now I have to go and repair my armor, so it will be a chance to witness one of the cursed builds on the Machariel. Don't do something like this with your ship. Don't use a build like this for PvP. I'm just, you know, having some fun with the armor repairs at the moment to repair my armor. So this is basically me just fixing up the armor, and then we can continue with the PvP roam. I think 4 armor repairs should be enough to quickly repair the damage. Last time I had to use the armor repairs, I think I was actually in the hole, and I also tackled another Machariel. Not really sure if that Machariel had any barrage implants. A sniping Machariel is usually a very easy kill, although a brawling Machariel with autocans is difficult. It can be very dangerous. Okay, my armor should be repaired, and yep, my armor is repaired. Okay, that was quick. Let's quickly change into a normal build, and then we can continue.
Docking request
So
accepted.
yeah, don't use
Warp drive active.
the previous build that you have seen with armor repairs in PvP. That's not going to work. That was just me having fun with the armor repairs to repair the armor. Okay, well, we have another big boat on the menu, warping towards the optimal warping location, which is Planet 6. Okay. We have one more Machariel lurking around. Excellent. Let me align myself towards the... Oh, a third Machariel has joined. Excellent. Machariel party. Very nice. We have a lot of DPS over here. Waiting for the fleet warp. Now we are going to align. The Machariel became very popular
Autopilot
recently.
warp drive active.
And we are now in warp. Okay. That's a very good looking Machariel. I like the nanocore on that ship. Not really sure what nanocore it is, but it does look very nice. And our target is well, we have another Machariel, and this Machariel is a sniper Machariel. This was a excellent warpin, one of the best warpins that I have ever seen so far. And let's quickly delete the Machariel. They have been scrambled, webbed, and well, that was quick. Okay, let me warp away. That was a very quick kill. Let's take a look at the
Warp drive
Machariel
active.
kill. 7.9 billion. Okay. Almost 8 billion. And we have one B type. Oh, well, this was one very expensive Machariel. This was one very expensive Machariel. And this Machariel was also a sniper with large artillery. That's why they were at 100. Didn't really pay attention, but I think they were aligned. Not really sure why they didn't warp away. Perhaps I am wrong, but it did look like they were aligned. Perhaps they were not aligned. I don't know. Alright, well, that was the second or third Machariel for today. I think we have one more Machariel lurking around in the system. So, waiting for the fleet warp. Oh, my apologies. We actually have one Vindicator, not Machariel. A lot of Machariels have been destroyed lately, so my apologies for the little mistake.
Warp drive active.
And now I am in warp. I really like the warp speed on this ship. It warps incredibly fast. Excellent for operations like this. There is the Vindicator. They are an armor tank. Webbed and scrambled. Looks like a very tanky battleship. And the Vindicator has been destroyed. Nice. Okay. Well, it looks like today we have a lot of faction battleships. And I like to shoot down faction battleships. Although I wish that we did
Warp
find
drive active.
a couple more space pans. Oh man, my favorite target with the Machariel is definitely the space pan. 4.7 billion ISK Vindicator, not bad. Overall, really solid. It also looks like a decent build. Okay, let me align myself and then we can go towards the next target. Next target, we have
Warp
one
drive
rattlesnake. I am in warp. The rattlesnake has been tackled. So now I will land and try to do as much damage as possible. A rattlesnake can be tanky, and the rattlesnake can actually be a problem, so have to be careful. And this rattlesnake seems to be tanky. It does look tanky, at least. We will see. Okay, I started to do a lot of... Actually, no, I started to do little damage. That did look like the damage control was activated, or perhaps the sleeper core. I already destroyed one rattlesnake with a sleeper core. Wasn't a big problem, honestly. It only delayed the inevitable, to be honest. And now the rattlesnake is in hull. And the rattlesnake has been destroyed. Now this rattlesnake was tanky. It definitely did not go down as the previous ships. So now I will take a look at the kill.
Warp drive
3.7 billion, okay. dual shield booster, dual adaptives, one reactive capacity battery, and a damage control. You know, this was actually a pretty solid tank build. Would definitely be a lot more tankier if the Rattlesnake had any tank rigs, but unfortunately they had DPS rigs. And I believe that we wouldn't be able to break the tank of that ship that easily if that Rattlesnake had a resistance tank rig setup. Because as you could see, they did hold our damage quite well with that build. Or perhaps if they had a lot more adaptives, then there's a good chance that we might not be able to break the tank of that ship. Overall, the Rattlesnake is the second tankiest ship in the game. Okay,
Warp drive
let's
active.
go to the next target. I think that was the Rattlesnake was the 5th faction battleship for today. I actually lost count already. With the Machariel, I go after big ships, I go after battleships. So if I do a Machariel PvP roam, then you can expect big targets. And here we have another Vindicator. Now this ship is moving and I will have to approach. They have an afterburner, I believe, or a micro warp drive, so I will try to scramble the target, but I forgot the micro warp drive, my bad. And the Vindicator has been destroyed. That was a very nice catch and a very nice kill. Now let's warp away. I also forgot to mention, I have a build that I use when I have bad internet connection. Basically a Machariel with a cloaking device. And that does seem to work, although I really did not have a good chance to actually
Warp drive
test
active.
it out. 5.8 billion, almost a 6 billion ISK Vindicator. Very nice. Very nice kill. Okay, let's go to the next target. Well, I think this is Machariel number 4 or 5 today. I honestly lost count, so my apologies if I'm wrong with the Machariel kill count
drive
today, but
active.
I think this is the 5th Machariel today. And that Machariel has a Death Wish nanocore, and I believe they also have tier 4 warp core optimizer rigs. So we have to bump the Machariel in order to prevent the ship from warping. That's one of the tactics that we use. One of the popular tactics that I did learn recently with one of my cloaky ships. Okay, I will approach the Machariel to 0. Now, they seem to be tanky. We have 3 ships, all with scramblers, and the only thing that's preventing the Machariel from warping away is the constant ramming that they do. They have enough stabs to warp away, so I have to get close to web and scramble the target myself. Now we should be able to hold this Machariel, but let me ram the ship as well, just in case. Machariel has been rammed, and the Machariel has been destroyed. Nice. They also had aura stabs. Very interesting. Very curious to know the build of that ship. I believe they actually escaped a couple times. 4.8 billion, they had an aura stab. And Death Wish nanocore, okay. And warp compromisers. There's a lot of stuff, so not really able to look at all the rigs accurately there, but they had a lot of stabs, and of course the Death Wish nanocore gives you a lot of stabs by default. Okay, let's go to the next target. We are at one of the planets within the system. Not really sure which one. This system has a lot of planets. And this is also one very very awesome looking nanocore.
Fleet
Warp drive
ready.
active.
I have the Dark Hell nanocore on this ship, a pretty old nanocore that's basically for DPS. Wish I had the Deathwish nanocore for this ship, I would use it for extra points. Would definitely replace the scramblers a lot. Would use dual points and dual webs instead of quad or triple
Fleet
scramblers.
warp.
Now we have one Typhoon 2 that has been tackled, a little bit far away, but we
Warp
can
drive active.
double warp to the target. Right on top of the Typhoon 2. Now let's quickly web and scramble the target. Typhoon is now into armor. Typhoon is now into hull.
We're under attack.
And the Typhoon is now back to Yitam. That was quick. Let's warp away to wait out the criminal timer. Overall, a very nice catch. A Typhoon 2 is very dangerous
Warp
to
drive
tackle.
active.
These ships are very deadly. The Typhoon might be one of the only battleships with missiles that I would personally try not to tackle if I don't have to, because they have phenomenal damage application. But sometimes, if I have to go and tackle that, I will. 2.4 billion. They had cruise missiles, okay. Long range builds, and 1, 2, 3, 4 for ballistic controls. Unfortunately, the salvager did not drop. But overall, a very nice target. Now let's go to the next targets. We have one Hurricane inside of, I think it's a data site, and we also have couple
Warp drive
more
active.
battleships that are in system. They're all from the same corporation, it seems like, so the Hurricane is most likely a bait, so we will see what will happen. I did change my build quite a bit. This time I have a lot more tank, because I expect to take a lot of damage. Okay, there is the Hurricane. Let me align to the base in case they try to warp to the base, because they did look like they are aligned. Hurricane is tackled, webbed and scrambled. Typhoon 2 has warped in. The Typhoon 2 is the secondary target. Okay, they have destroyed. Let's go after the Typhoon. Typhoon scrambled and webbed. Looks like this Typhoon has a shield tank, although we have a lot of DPS over here. So we will go through the tank very easily. And the Typhoon 2 has also been destroyed. Very nice, very nice. Now let's see if the other ships will warp in. We did count around 5 battleships and I think 1 battlecruiser. So that's total of 6 ships. The battlecruiser was the Hurricane. But it looks like no ships are warping in for now. Okay, that's a friendly logistic ship. 2.2 billion Typhoon 2 kill. Overall nice. Very interesting tank. A very interesting tank actually. Have to try something like that out myself. And 1 billion kill Hurricane. Well, that was a very expensive Hurricane. But overall, a very nice kills. And of course, very good job to the team.
Warp drive
Okay,
active.
let's go to the next target. I believe we have 1 Raven. but we will see. Today I made a lot of small mistakes with the ships. Okay, we did have a Raven. Alright, let's tackle. I mean, they're already tackled, but just let's just focus on the Raven. They lost shield, now they are into armor. And the Raven has been destroyed. Very nice. Let's take a look at the kill. 843 million, a shield tank PvP Raven. Now let's go to the next target.
Warp drive active.
I thought about making the Machariel faster in warp, although for that I would have to sacrifice some of the warp core optimizers, and that is a little bit risky. At the same time, I also planned to buy warp core 4 optimizers, 3 of them for this ship. So I have a lot of options with the Machariel. So far, the current build, the current rig setup has been working really well. No issues whatsoever. But as always, I like to test out different builds and different setups for my PvP ships. Now we have one rock that has been tackled, so I will try to quickly delete the shield and armor of that ship, and I will give the kill to my friend because they have tackled and they deserve to get the kill. I have a lot of kills already, so I'm not really greedy. And that was a very nice kill. Now I will I will show you the kill in a second. 1.9 billion, not bad, actually really nice. And let's go to the next target, the last target for today. We have a Apocalypse fleet, so we will go and we will attempt to catch all of them.
Warp drive active.
Although not really sure if we can hold all of these ships, but yes, we will find out very soon. We should have enough points to hold 2 of them, and 2 of them have been caught. The other 2 Apocalypse ships have warped away. Let's focus fire on the first one, the closest one, or the one that has taken most damage.
We're under attack.
Okay, first Apocalypse has been destroyed. Let's go after the second one.
We're being
And the
warp
second
surrounded.
Apocalypse has been destroyed. That was very nice. Let's warp away. And of course, let's white out the criminal timer. Well then, this was a very nice Machariel PvP roam. And, well, usually when I fly this ship, we really do find very nice targets. Now, I wish that we found another space pen or another Nestor like last time. That was a very crazy week actually, because we blew up around I think 200 billion ISK in perhaps like 3 or 4 days. It was very crazy, and really happy that I had a chance to experience that. Overall was fun. So with that being said, hope that you enjoyed. Stay safe, fly safe, and I'll see you next time.